Robinson! And across the ring in the blue corner stands a former champion whose record reached 40 wins, 1 loss with 11 KOs to his name. At yesterday's weigh-in, he scaled 11 stone, 13 pounds, 6 ounces, and tonight he wears the white and gold shorts. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome from Enfield, the wise guy, Frank Buglioni! Your referee will now give his final instructions to both boxers.
Okay, boys, in the cold plate, you're going to take 1 step back. Don't let any of your punches go around the back of the head. And most importantly, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves.
Ladies and gentlemen, 10 3-minute rounds for the vacant WBO European Super Middleweight Championship.
Buglioni getting final words of advice from Pascal Collins. Been a pro now for 3 years. Andy Robinson only for a couple of years. And viewers to Box Nation might remember he had that awful ear injury when he came home by a points victory against Dan Blackwell back in August on the undercard of the Frankie Gavin-Leonard Bundu fight in Wolverhampton. Taken this fight very seriously, as you would expect. He was due to go on a family holiday to Jamaica. Cancelled that to get preparations absolutely right for this contest against Buglioni, who, against Kamitsky, he was vulnerable repeatedly, as Barry was telling you, to those clubbing overhand right hands.
Yeah, but keeping his hands up nice and high so far, bringing that jab back to the chin. And putting a lot of pressure on Robinson from the offset, Buglioni.
Big question about Robinson is whether or not he's going to be able to take the power of Buglioni. Had 1 comeback fight since Kamitsky beat Alexei Rybchev, stopped him with a 6 in the 6th round, cut him up. Oh, good right hand from Robinson, and Buglioni's in trouble. Solid right hand. Well, he's got his senses back, but he doesn't want to be on the receiving end of those.
No, well, he was having everything all his own way up until that point. Just maybe just standing in front of Robinson, just after he saw that combination, just a little shift to the left, I would have thought.
Well, they'll have studied those films, no doubt, long and hard, of what Kamitsky did to Buglioni, and it was pretty much that. It wasn't 1 shot which unhinged, it was more, and there's another one, and another.
Well, if you're fighting Buglioni, you keep your hands up high because you know you can bang. As soon as he throws, you throw straight away. So as soon as he lands, you throw. And you throw. If he throws a jab, you throw a right hand, not a left hook, like other people would. If he throws a right hand, you throw a left hook.
Andy Robinson's amateur coaches used to call him the animal. He had a lot of respect in the amateur game, and if he comes through and wins this one, he'll certainly have some respect. If he can beat Frank Buglioni, undefeated in 13 fights, he's not a huge puncher, but he's had a lot of success in this opening round with that right hand.
Yeah, but I like Buglioni so far in this round. I think he's been putting the pressure on Robinson. And up until that little exchange of punches, he's having the better of things, I feel. And Robinson's hasn't got the best defence either.
No, he hasn't.
He's sitting stationary, isn't he?
And now Buglioni's starting to unload a little.
The only difference was when Buglioni got caught with the right hand, he looked a little bit shooken up, whereas Robinson hasn't looked troubled. Good right hand again there from Robinson.
Repeatedly, Robinson able to find the target. That right hand over the top of the glove, that's the weakness that Barry pinpointed for you. That's what the Collins brothers have been trying to sort out. And Robinson, well, whether he did enough to win that opening round, I'm not too sure.
You'll do when he gets hit. When he gets hit there, he sort of just stands there. No movement from him. They need to get dipped down a little bit, a little bit shift with the feet. He just stands there.
Right, second of this 10-rounder. Here by the Royal Dock at the XL Arena, not too far away from the big exhibition hall where the Olympic boxing was held back in 2012. Good body shot from Buglioni. Nice left hook.
Good jab there, backward from Robinson.
It's a full-time job away from boxing, Andy Robinson. He's an excavating engineer. Buglioni now, well, he's given up his building surveyor job that he used to have in his dad's firm, and he does this now full-time.
Good from Buglioni. Everything about that, you know, he's keeping his distance, so he's not getting himself, not walking into trouble. It's only, you know, the longer reach, he's throwing his punches from range. Oh, lovely uppercut there, though, from Robinson in response.
He's no mug, is he?
No, he's pretty good, but he's an undefeated fighter. You know, he's ambitious, isn't he? He's not going to give that over without a fight.
Managed by PJ Rosen, one of his stable of fighters up in the Midlands.
Just not busy enough, is he, Robinson? That's his only problem. He's doing the right sort of thing, you know, trying to fire back soon as letting Buglioni lead and counting him quickly, but he's just not doing it often enough.
Hasn't really, in this round, landed anything of note.
But he hasn't been shooken at all. Nothing that Buglioni has hit him has troubled him at all to date.
You heard them between rounds telling Buglioni, take you a round or two just to get into it, work away at the body, and then see where it goes from there.
Good right hand there from Buglioni again. He's taking a little adjustment with his feet now, and he's got a different angle. Just stands in front of Robinson. Luckily, nothing came back from Andrew Robinson.
Buglioni fans in full voice, urging their man on. Trained by Mark Tibbs, but after that defeat I was telling you about back in April, had the change of trainer. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't.
Good left hook from Buglioni, with a nice little left back from Robinson. He's having enough success, but just not being busy enough for me. Buglioni, the boss, isn't he? Dictating the pace.
Skinny legs, hasn't he, Robinson? That's a nice right hand.
But again, Robinson takes it fine.
Robinson, as you've heard from Barry, never defeated to ground so far to Buglioni.
Yeah, the second especially was all Buglioni, wasn't it? Robinson was, you know, he had a little bit of success in the first, when we maybe thought he would have built on that, a little bit of confidence.
I just thought he shook him up with one of those right hands in the first round.
Yeah, I just think Buglioni don't know what to do when he gets hit clean. He just tends to freeze just a little bit. But he's kept his hands up nice and high so far, Frank Buglioni. He got caught with the right hand because he was throwing a shot, not so much that he brought it back low.
Warm night here in the...
Good right hand there from Robinson, and a left hook as well.
Robinson freely admits that boxing is one of the things which has helped him turn his life around after a few naughty boy incidents when he was younger. And now, proud and committed fighter.
Well, it's a close round so far, but I think Robinson's just conceding too much ground when he doesn't have to, maybe. That's what you got to do. He did there. Buglioni jab, blocked it and jabbed straight away. You know Buglioni's going to be, after Buglioni's throwing his punches, you know what he's going to be. He's going to be stood right in front of you. That's your time to attack.
Well, they wanted to risk Frank Buglioni against a real banger, and Robinson isn't really a huge puncher, but he's giving him some trouble again here in the third. It's better from Buglioni.
Lovely. And again, good uppercut here. Buglioni is back on the ropes. The first time Robinson hadn't turned on the ropes. Didn't really have much success though.
Knowledgeable crowd, and you heard the ripple of applause as Buglioni stepped aside and landed that sweet little right uppercut that impressed Barry. The touts were outside tonight in profusion.
Looking for tickets, not selling.
It's been a hot ticket, this one, particularly in the days running up to the fight. As interest has grown in the two main events, and indeed in the whole bill, but particularly I think in the Billy Joe Saunders-Chris Eubank Jr. fight. I gather a lot of late money in the gambling market has gone on Eubank.
Good round that again another round that just edged the Buglioni. I just think like that.
Pascal Collins getting himself a bit of a reputation as a trainer now. Done a really good job with Stephen Ormond. He's going to be in action up in Sheffield on December the 13th. If you're thereabouts, that's one to look forward to.
And Gary O'Sullivan, who's I think in the corner or something around that way.
Stephen Ormond fighting Terry Flanagan.
What a fight that is.
Yeah, that's who's your money on there? That is some fight. Somebody who tweeted me earlier on today about how we've not had too many great domestic shows. Well, we're finishing the year with a buzz with this one, and then that one up in Sheffield. That could be an absolute cracker.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's going to be a bandstand with that for sure. Them two don't want to take a backward step. High work rate. Oh, right hand and left hook at the body there from Buglioni.
Left hook's the one they were imploring him to throw, and that was quality.
Good jab though there from Robinson. Look, he looks hurt. He'll come back with some good work.
Buglioni clearly has the edge in power, doesn't he?
And see what Buglioni then he just span. He took Robinson with him, but he just took a spin to his right.
You want to see more of that?
Yeah, it's because you're not a target. Every time you punches, you're not a target to be hit back. The guy got to look up. You got to look up and then look for you. It just looks a little bit physically, just a bit too strong, a little bit too big for Robinson.
Gloves start to come down though with those body shots, and that's going to provide the openings for Buglioni.
That's the problem with Robinson. You would say for him to come forward, but he got no head movement, so there's no point in him trying to just walk forward off the shots. I think he has to do the countering, but quicker with it.
Well, he's just looking as though he's hurting a little more here now, Robinson. Those punches maybe are starting to take a bit more of a toll as we here in the closing minutes of this fourth round.
Well, I think with Robinson, he works well, but he's a methodical worker. He hasn't got much pace to his work. He hasn't got the fastest hand, so. Well, it looks like he's tired. Good right hand there. Buglioni looks like he's tired. If he pushes his punches out, I think that's how he boxes.
Buglioni getting more success now.
Oh,
well, that's a nice shot though from Robinson.
Cracking shot. And
one of his best. And again for Robinson. Buglioni's landed a lot more punches in this round. Still clipped by a couple of good right hands. Another Buglioni round though.
Yeah, clear Buglioni round, but Robinson.
Buglioni was a big favourite this morning.
I guess that's not to do with it, just Robinson being unknown and Buglioni being a bigger name.
Nice body shots from Robinson, and now looking to capitalise and landing some decent headshots of his own, and that was the best sustained bit of pressure maybe that he's managed to produce.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is Buglioni's undoing, because he tucks his chin into his shoulder and tries and keep the left hand low. I'd rather defend with his hands high at all times, like that. Good uppercut from Robinson and a right hand over the top. Kept Buglioni a little bit quiet in this round so far, hasn't he?
Well, he's having a better round, Robinson. Trying to force the pace.
Good footwork there off Buglioni though to get off the ropes.
Now coming on strong in the latter stages, in the second half maybe of this fifth round.
Good uppercut and a left hook there off Buglioni just a second ago. both having similar tactics, aren't they? Both trying to block and counter. Need movement, so they're both having to take the shots.
Referee Steve Gray having a close look and seeing if they're going to box their way out. Well, he's got to have some belief, hasn't he?
Slipped me wild there, Robinson, and made a pay with 2 straight punches of Buglioni.
11 of Buglioni's 14 wins have come by stoppage. He can punch, but he's having all the trouble he needs at this stage in the fight. It's a good left hook.
Yeah, good, doubling up with the left hook there. Robinson felt that.
And another one.
Good fight back there though from Robinson. Looked like he was hurt with one of those left hooks.
Not too many spare seats in here now.
Oh, lovely right hook to the body. Whipping shot. Robinson doing well to take that.
He's still right in his face, isn't he?
Well, obviously this is what he's having more success, isn't he, when he gets in close. A good round, I think, so far.
This is a Buglioni round, big time.
Yeah, gum shield somewhere.
Andy Robinson's gum shield coming out. Referee Steve Gray noticing it.
And Steve Collins in the corner just telling Buglioni work behind the jab.
Well, did him just the beginning of the round, he did, but
again, Buglioni just a little bit faster with his hands there, just getting up to that left hook quicker than Robinson.
Robinson, though, still fancying that right hand. Nice jab from Robinson. Support for Buglioni just a little bit muted at this stage as Robinson finishes as the aggressor, but for me that was a Buglioni round.
Yeah, for me as well. I think it's a clear Buglioni.
If you're just joining us, already we've had victory for Liam Walsh against Gary Sykes. Earlier on, Lewis Petit as well was a winner against Santiago Alioni in the WBA International Super Bantamweight fight. I was quite impressed with the performance of Ahmet Patterson, product of the Peacock Gym, defeating Sullivan Mason. Good performance, a good learning fight that was for Patterson.
Yeah, an undefeated fighter at that stage of his career gave him so much more confidence. If he needed it, he's already a really confident kid as it is.
He didn't lack, does he? We heard Eddie Chambers being spoken to earlier on. He managed to stop the Welshman, Dorian Darch. And another victory, although simply ragged and flawed performance from young Romeo Romeo against Ismail Anwar. He was in a lot of trouble at one stage in the second round, Romeo, but managed to come home and get the victory. Still, I think it's fair to say the youngster in that super featherweight division, a work in process.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Progress.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. He's tougher than what people give him credit for, but you know, with all the showboat and stuff, he brings a lot of criticism on himself. That's the first little attack in this round from Buglioni. He's been very quiet. Good right hand there from Robinson.
A solid body shot as well, and beating Buglioni to the punch with the right hand, followed by the left uppercut. Good little spell this from Robinson.
I don't know whether Buglioni's taking a rest or whether he's really feeling the pace, because it hasn't been frantic, but it's been hard, hasn't it?
Robinson doesn't really go through the gears, I guess, if you're going to be super critical, but he's a hard guy and he just keeps coming, doesn't he? He's taking the shots.
Yeah, he hasn't got no pace, he hasn't got a second gear, he hasn't got no pace in his work. He's methodical, but he's determined as well, isn't he? And he's direct. Good uppercut there from Buglioni. Buglioni coming on strong a little bit in this last 30-40 seconds of this round.
There's a right hand again though from Robinson. Oh, that is a quality punch. Buglioni celebrates. Robinson looking very unsteady. I don't think he really knows where he is. The bell's gone. Referee's going to have a very close look at him, and he's allowing him to continue. But that was a sweet shot from Buglioni.
Yeah, and around that Robinson was having success, which is just coming forward and gainly. Balance not the best, but a cracking left hook there, going backwards as well. It's really hard to do that.
Robinson was really going looking for him, wasn't he? He just missed with that right hand, and punished with a terrific shot from Buglioni.
He's just a little bit untidy with his work, isn't he, Robinson? He got and paid the price there, but a good left hook from Buglioni. Robinson's back to his corner, the bell saving him, but not looking the best.
Frankie Gabb coming up a little bit later, and now here is Buglioni looking to put Andy Robinson away. Another big left hand, and Robinson looks as though he's ready to be taken. How did he stay on his feet, Barry?
He's done tremendously well. He got to hold on though, Johnny. He's still unsteady. I think one big more punch there from Buglioni might put Robinson on the seat of his pants.
Been the left hook which has really done the damage. Just needs one clean shot maybe, and this fight could be over here in this 8th round.
He's thrown a lot of punches though there, Buglioni, a lot of them missing. Oh, lovely, they did miss.
Switched from body to head, 2 left hooks. Robinson fighting on instinct now.
Done well to stay on his feet in this round, really has.
That's Buglioni punched himself out, I wonder. He's thrown a huge amount of leather. If he can keep it going, it'll be impressive.
But it's quality now, it's not quantity from Buglioni, that's what he needs. It's good.
Clubbing hooks. Robinson again showing this admirable conditioning. Got up from a cracking shot in the last round, and he's taken some big shots here, but he's still in there.
And trying to fire back as well.
Frank Buglioni knows he's been in a fight tonight.
Yeah. Boxed well, I think, though.
Good shot.
Yeah, great shot.
He was hurt by that, Barry.
Yeah.
He's still feeling the weight of that. Left hook to the body, started to make him unravel, and down he goes. Did he touch down? No, referee allows him to continue.
Well, you look at the referee and smiled, didn't he? Like he just said he slipped on the rope. Oh, lovely uppercut back, and a right hand again.
Hey, fair credit. Fair credit. Looked as though he was about to go, and to come back and throw those.
Yeah, lovely uppercut and a left hook there, wasn't it, from Robinson? Oh, he looked out of it, didn't he, beginning of this round? And he's still on his feet.
I thought he was ready to be taken.
And he done well to avoid a lot of the onslaught of Frank Buglioni also. Buglioni struggling a little bit now, worked so hard trying to get him out of there.
I think he has punched himself out a little so far as this round's concerned. Not quite the weight in the shots now, and it looks as though Robinson's going to see it through to the end of this 8th. Nice uppercut from Robinson.
Oh, good work there from Buglioni, look at that.
It was almost a carbon copy of when he got put down, wasn't it? Missed with that chopping right hand and almost paid the penalty. Good rounding, but Frank Buglioni way clear on points. And had that knockdown in the 7th round.
Yeah, he's been competitive, hasn't he? You know, Robinson, but just not enough to win the majority of the rounds. Well, certainly for me. Oh, good jab there from Buglioni. And that's what the Collinses were asking for in the corner for the previous round. Just get a solid jab on your opponent.
Real popular fighter who's sold bundles of tickets. Coming up next is going to be Mitchell Smith fighting against Zoltan Kovac for the vacant WBO European Super Featherweight Championship. That's the next fight coming up. Then it's Frankie Gabb against Bradley Skeet, and then Billy Joe Saunders and Chris Eubank Jr. Derek Chisora and Tyson Fury winding up a memorable night here on the banks of the Thames. again by the right hand. Buglioni, only a glancing blow though.
Yeah, but up until that, boxing well. He's moving well, taking his time. You know, he needs a bit of a rest, but he put so much in work into that last round. It's a nice little combination to finish with a right hand there, a jab to the chin, jab to the chest, and then a big right hand over the top.
Robinson still trying to walk him down, still trying to look for that one big right hand. This would upset the odds. It'd be a massive upset, of course, if Robinson were to win this. Doing well at this stage, though. That's woken Buglioni up, I think.
Well, Buglioni's certainly taking the rest in this round. Moving quite well, not landing in much, not scoring many shots. It's good from Robinson, though. Oh, good left hook there from Buglioni. Okay, just needs to be more head movement, doesn't he, Robinson? He'd be so much more effective with that.
I think he's won this round, Robinson, Barry.
Yeah, he's been busier with the 2 by far. It's good work there on Woods. He's trying to keep Frank there. Throw him into the ropes if you've got to, and then work away.
Buglioni under pressure in the closing seconds of this 9th round.
And got them round off. Listen, Buglioni doesn't need to be here. Doesn't need to be this close to Robinson. So, you know, the corner got to feel he's a mile ahead.
If he was in against a banger though, Barry, taking the number of right hands that he's taken, if he was in against somebody who could really hit, the defence still looks porous.
Yeah, it's a flaw. It's a flaw in his style for sure. You know, that is easy to hit with the right hand. But I think he's boxed better than I've seen him in stages in this fight. To be honest, it's a bit of footwork there, nice little change of direction. The thing is, when you're in an offensive fighter, when you're a come-forward fighter, and you're tall, and you're not short and stocky, you're going to take punches coming forward. When you're trying to land to knock someone out, you're going to have to take punches. It's inevitable.
Huge effort again from Robinson, trying to walk Buglioni down and find the big shot that could still, maybe, he'll believe, give him the big upset win. He's looking for him, no question.
And having a good round so far, I think, Robinson.
That's fire in that right hand.
Yeah, good from Buglioni though, but a good right hand again there from Robinson. Just been a little bit untidy at times, Robinson. I think that's been his undoing. Now, certainly his undoing when he got put down with the left hook.
Not be too many casual fans, I don't think, outside those who are the Midlands aficionados, if you like, who know too much about Andy Robinson, but we've learned tonight that he's got a big heart. Yeah,
he's a big heart. You know, he's a little bit stationary, but he's got a big heart, determination. I think he's cut Buglioni over the left eye.
Yep, there's a trickle of blood going into that left eye of Buglioni. That's good though.
Yeah, there's a good response though, straight back there from Robinson. I think Buglioni, I think Robinson's having the better of this round for me so far, but I think Buglioni's shown some good boxing skills as well. He's moved quite well on the back foot at times. So I've seen little improvements. Some of the old problems are still there, and maybe they're always going to be there.
And there again, clipped by that right hand. A nice straight left as well from Robinson. Buglioni fans want to see the grandstand finish from their man. Robinson is not reading that particular script and lands a big right hand. Smile on the face of Buglioni, who felt that one, he's in a bit of trouble. Big left as well, and a huge attack from Robinson. Can't just find the massive punch he needs, but what bravery from the Midlander. And the fans brought to their feet by a terrific 30 seconds. Buglioni for us has won that one, but Andy Robinson comes out of it with a lot of credit.
Yeah, he does really. I think Robinson won that last round as well. I think he was undefeated and he didn't want it.
We go to the scorecard. We have a unanimous decision. Judge Barabas 97-92. Judge Boudet at 97-93. Judge Dave Paris at 97-92, the winner. And now the WBO European Super Middleweight Champion in the blue corner from Enfield.